Hello YouTubers, this is Janice, the Internet Marketing Nomad, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can make a Buy Now Plus button for your website and create a checkout page where you can send your customers so that they can pay you for your product or service by credit card. So with Buy Now Plus you have to have a Stripe account. So if you don't already have one, you can either go and log into Stripe.com now and start creating your Stripe account. If you do already have a Stripe account, then I'll show you where you can connect it. So just go to google.com and search for Buy Now Plus and click on that. You can click down here on Start Selling, and it's going to ask you to connect your Stripe account from here. Okay, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go back and just log into my Buy Now Plus account. So up here on the right, it says login. So here's another way you can also connect to your Stripe account instead of going to that previous button I showed you. But I've already saved my login details because I already have buttons created in here. So I'll log in. And you can see here, these are all the buttons that I've created. If you don't have any buttons, you won't see anything like this down here. But it will probably say My Buttons, Add New. So I already have a button for the product that I want to make a checkout page for, but I'm just going to make it again for you for the purposes of this tutorial. So I'm going to make a button for Ava TextBot. So I'll click on the Add New button. And I always like to refer to my old pages to remind me how to set up my new pages. And I have one set up here already, so I'm just going to copy it. So under Terms, you want to write what is the product or service that you're selling. So I'm going to put Ava TextBot software. And in the description, I'm just going to write right here. This is where what your description information will look like. One-time $100 payment to Janice Giesinger. $100 payment to Janice Giesinger. I have a very short memory. For Ava TextBot. For Ava TextBot access. Let's just say that. And you'll see right here, this is really important, you guys. Every time I go to make a new page, this little blue button is already clicked for test mode, which is great because you can actually test your checkout page when this little button is on. If you have more than one Stripe account, you can click here and to connect the Stripe account that you want to use. And now, let me see. Oh, and you need to put in your price. TextBot Ava is $100, so I'll put that in there. Because TextBot is being advertised in US dollars, you want to make sure that you're collecting US dollars for this particular product. If the product you're selling maybe is developed in UK and they're selling it in British pounds or euros, or I think they're just doing British pounds now, then you can click the currency that you want to use here. So here's Great British Pound, or if you're selling a Canadian product, you could click here for Canadian dollar. But just so you know, this is where you can change the currency that you collect. And once again, I'm using US dollars. And if I click the Create button now, here you will see it takes me back to my button page, and here's my new button. Now to see what that looks like, and also before I go there, if you go over here under mode, it says this button is in test mode. So now I'm going to click on this little eye, and it's going to let me view my new checkout page. So everything that I just typed in is here. Internet Marketing Nomad, Ava TextBot soft error. So I'll show you how I can fix that. And everything that I wrote in my description, it tells you what credit cards you can accept. It asks for their email address. You can even put in here 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and it says it's invalid. So I guess in test mode you have to still put in a real number. But basically what the test mode shows, it's just showing you what your page looks like. And so let me go back and edit this page so I can just, oh, and also you'll see here this red bar up here tells you that you're in test mode. So if you share your link, it's not going to work. So back here, I'll go into my button, click the little pencil to edit my mistake. So up here, I forgot my W. There's something else you can do. After people click the link that you've created for this, you can actually have your checkout page send them automatically wherever you want to send them. So I updated it with my mistake, but I'm going to click on advanced options here. So when I make my checkout pages, I always want their name. I'm clicking on require because it requires their name. I do like to get their billing address. You don't need a shipping address unless you have an actual physical product that you're going to be sending out to your new customer. In this case, it's a digital product, so I'm not going to click that. You can change the name of your button. Right now, mine just says, we'll just say buy now. This is if I'm going to use the embed code to embed the button onto my website, but I'm not actually in this tutorial. In this one, I'm just going to get the link to insert to my third-party site. Where do I want to send people? You don't have to fill this in at all, but I'm going to. In this case, I'm going to use my, let me just say I'm using this product here. I'll just take this, and I'll add it to here. And then after people check out, they'll be automatically redirected to this URL that I put in my return URL. Now, if people cancel they cancel and don't go through with their checkout, you can also put something in here. And in this case, I'll just put the same one. Down here, you want to say whether it's a reoccurring payment or not. So if it's monthly reoccurring, or weekly, then you can select your, whether it's monthly, quarterly, yearly, and if there are any trial period days, maybe there are 7 trial period days where they get to try it for free, and then after that, the payment will be automatically deducted. But I'm going to uncheck recurring because this is a one-time payment. I'm going to take these links out because they are not associated to the actual product I'm using. But hopefully that helps you if you do want to do something like that. Okay, now I'm going to update the information. And now I'm going to view the checkout page again. Notice it's still in test mode. Notice that my typo is now fixed. Also notice I'm collecting more than just their email address now. I also get their first and last name and their address. And yep, so that's what my checkout page now looks like. It looks good to me. So I'm going to go back to my button pages, and since it's in test mode, I can go back to edit and I can uncheck the test mode. Make sure you uncheck the test mode, and then you need to update it again. And I'll go back to buttons here. So I've already showed you when you click on the I button, it will show you what your page looks like. And then when you click on this little arrow, it says share button. And when you click on that, this is where you're going to get your link. So in this case, you can either get your website embed code and embed that into the place on your website. Say if you've got a WordPress site page or a landing page that you want to embed the actual button that BuyNow made for you. This is where you get that embed code, okay? In this case, I only want this link. So you would copy and paste this link and then go into whatever site. In this case, I'll just log into, not that one. I'll just go into here, TextBot. And this is how I'm going to be able to collect credit cards when somebody purchased the TextBot.ai from me. Under my payment methods, I already have a link in here for my checkout page that I already created in BuyNow Plus. So I'm not actually going to insert that link, but just so you know, if you have something like this where you have to insert just your link, this is where you would paste it in. You could also paste this link into a button. So for instance, if I go to, let's say this page here. Oh, that's not what I want. So let's just say down here, I have some buttons here. Now these go somewhere else, but I could change my page and just insert that link to connect to this button. And when they click on this button, it'll go directly to my checkout page. So just so you know, that's how the link works. So I hope that I have covered everything with my how to make a BuyNow Plus button. If you have any questions, or if you think I've missed anything in this video, just put a comment down below. For any of you that are already on my my list and you don't know how to make a BuyNow button or to collect credit card payments, I'll be sharing this video with you as well. Okay, so I will just click there. If you want to delete a button, you can just click this X button. You guys, I'm all over the place today, sorry. Just click the X. It says, are you sure? Let me see. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes, I want to delete it. I don't know what happened there. Oh, buttons. So now it's gone. You'll see it's gone now. And so that's it, you guys. That's it for my BuyNow Plus tutorial. Make sure you have a Stripe account to connect to this before you can use it. And I hope you like this video. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell down below so that you can be notified of more videos on my channel. So enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.